this person was calling before the show, very excited because this seems like a good story. I'm ready for this conversation. We're talking to Sven, who's calling in from Maryland. Sven, you're live on Truth Wanted. What's up?
Hey, you two random dudes. How you doing?
doing all right. How are you doing, Sven?
I'm excited. Big fan. I've been binge watching pretty much all ACA shows, so I'm very excited to be on.
Awesome. Well, okay, so I don't always do this. I have to read it out. Our call screener writes out descriptions of our calls before we talk to people so we know what we're getting into. You say you want to promote skepticism, but you make a living creating ghost hunting apps? Sven, what? Tell me about this. You make ghost hunting apps?
Yes, I do. I do. It's I kind of just like fell into that. I was like watching a show on Netflix with my wife, and like a ghost hunting show. I was like, oh, let's watch some like awful stuff on Netflix. And I got a kick out of that. And I saw them use like, you know, a phone app, and it was like really garbage. And I thought like, hey, I can do that just for fun. So I did that. And now like I, you know, make a living with it. So
when you say, hold on, wait a minute. When you say make a living, Sven, when you say make a living, do you mean your primary source of income like is from this app or apps?
My primary source of income is from ghost hunting apps. Yes.
No,
that's incredible.
Way, I'm losing it. That's so I can't. Sven, dude, what? You're that guy, dude. You're that guy that people are like, man, I bet somebody's making money off of this stuff right now. You're that guy.
Yeah.
Sven, dude, I don't know. I don't know what to say to this because on one hand, I'm like, that's fucking awesome. But on the other hand, I'm like, well, you know, it's bullshit, right? So like, okay, what are these apps?
Yes, of
like,
course I
maybe,
do. Yes,
maybe you do. Okay, don't tell me the names because
right.
we don't do that. Tell
sure.
What are the functions that you say that these apps do? Let's start with that because I want to know. I'm curious.
Well, I mean, the functions that they do, I'm basically like talk to, you know, the paranormal around you is like very general, broad statements. So it's nothing very specific. And
what is it? Are you finding magnetic waves? Is it like a word generator?
I'm not doing anything. Like, it is just, it shows random words. I mean, I have like fancy looking graphs that like beep and do all kinds of things because, you know, it's like those lie detector apps, I guess you could say, just like entertainment for the most part. It's like, it looks fun and it just throws random words out. And people, I guess, find their own meaning in those. You know, how if you give someone like 2 words, they will be able to like kind of make it relate to them. And that's kind of what that is.
Do you have anywhere on your app?
Yeah.
Sorry, do you have anywhere on your app that it says like this is for fun and not to be taken seriously, or is it? Do you just put it out there as though it is the
line in the store says the first line in the store says like this is for entertainment and there is no ghost hunting.
Okay,
but
okay,
yeah, that's a little bit like a disclaimer. It's like, oh, don't do this, but then you know people will still do it. Obviously, it's.
Well, I'd say that because you've got that disclaimer on there, you can kind of, if people want to buy it, even though it says this is definitely for entertainment purposes, that's up to them if they want to do it. I wouldn't say you would be you're a part of the problem if you're honest.
They're free apps, but is it part that's my question. Like, I'm not entirely sure if I'm not part of the problem. It's a little bit like working as a theist in a church. Like you're taking money from something that you would otherwise tell people like, oh, this is not real.
Well, you know, so like when I think about this, I think it's a bit of a spectrum, right? Because like when I think of like psychics, like psychics who really think they're the shit, and then there's psychics that obviously know exactly what they're doing and are just telling people what they want to hear. Like that to me is the lowest of the low. Like, right. I just think that's scum. Same thing with like preachers who are pretending to heal people for money and stuff like that. Like if you ever seen the documentary Marjo, like it's exactly what you think it would be with like it shows a guy who is up on stage who's trying to perform these miracles, and then like 5 seconds later, it's just interviewing him in his room. It's like, yeah, look at all these money I made from all these people. Like that to me is evil. But if you've got a disclaimer at the top, I feel like that's okay, because I don't know, like there's entertainment in this world that people can have and go to. Like some people say they go to psychics for entertainment. I think that's crazy, because that's like, you're just losing money, but somebody's just telling you bullshit. If you're downloading a free app and you're making money, I'm assuming based on ad revenue or other sources. I don't know if you have like premium content on there. Okay, so like I don't know, man. That seems okay. What do you think, John? Because like that's
yeah, and well, fun story. My gran believed she was a psychic and a clairvoyant. So I have that as a background. My family used to believe in like spiritualism and that I had the gift. But yeah, no, I agree. If you're like giving people entertainment, and it says there that it's absolutely fine, this is for entertainment purposes only, you're well within your rights to do it. But yeah, I agree with the whole people charging for things that I could do. I can go and give people positive affirmations and take their money. I just wouldn't, because that's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about this, Sven? You called in because you're conflicted about this.
Well, I am obviously, yes, I am conflicted, because on one hand, yes, it's a little bit like, oh, I'm selling like a Ouija board. You know, it's the thing by itself is, you're not really saying like, yes, ghost exists, but here's a thing that you can maybe talk to spirits. Who knows? And that's kind of how I'm seeing it. But I do wonder, because, you know, when I talk to theists, I will get into arguments and like, you know, try to point out, you know, like don't believe something if there's no evidence for it yet.
Dude,
I kind of just fell into that. So
Sven, one day you're going to talk to some guy who's like, yeah, man, I believe in ghosts. I totally found one through this app. And you're going to be like, I got some fucking news for you. I'm gonna love that. That's going to be awesome. No, I don't, but like, again, it's like, it's about the claims, right? Are you making claims that this actually can contact the dead? Then yeah, I would say that's wrong. I don't think you should do that. But if it's right there at the top, I don't know. I mean, the only thing is with that is people don't read. And so like there's inevitably going to be somebody.
I'm fully aware of that. Yes.
Yeah. If you've got, I mean, like just, you know, it's going to happen. Some 12-year-old kid is going to download that app and is probably going to think, yeah, this is real. So that's something you have to think about, because that's just going to happen. So I don't know what to tell you for a situation like that. That seems like a causal inevitability, right? I mean, do you agree, John?
Yeah, and Sven's got to make some money. He's got to pay his bills. And being honest, I'm fully on board with this, to be honest.
John's full hog. John's
I want to download it.
Trick those 12-year-olds. That's what John's take is.
That's what I am.
Well, I'm trying not to, but you know, in the end, like one thing that I noticed is that you know, you get tons of reviews where people say, "Oh, it's fake," but you will get so many people that are 100% convinced with long-winded stories of like how legit these apps are, and I'm sitting there and it's like, I know these are, it's, you know, it's random words. Like people will see what they want to see. So,
well, you know,
don't even need to advertise it.
I like that you're at least conflicted about it, because I guarantee you the other developers in that app store, probably half of them are just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna make money off of this. So I don't know. I think that says something, but that's a hard issue, man, especially if it's like it's become your income. I don't know. Maybe what you should do, here's what you should do, Sven. I have an idea. Okay, I have an idea. You need to make another app that debunks other ghost apps. I think you need to make the anti-app. And then you can make money off of that for
yes.
Double dipping.
Yes, dude, you're playing both sides. Yeah.
I'm with that. I also think it might be a good idea on the original app to, because I'm guessing you've got like this just a random word generator that you can control the code on, right? I would put just like a random, this app is not real, just appears every like 300 rotations or something.
Yeah. Dude, I could see that.
There you go.
Teach skepticism through subliminal messaging.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's where you get them. they don't expect it in a ghost hunting app.
Exactly.
The
It's
skepticism to get it there.
the ghost saying, "This isn't real, idiot." Like I
Yeah,
would love that.
That would be hilarious.
But man, you know what? I mean, Sven, first of all, props to you for actually calling in and saying like, yeah, this isn't real. That's awesome. To me, that's just total baller move to just say like, yeah, I'm fully aware that this isn't like actually helping people contact the dead. This is just for entertainment. I don't know. To me, that's a kind of conviction that a lot of people don't have. So I think you're in the right spot. Like as long as you are very as clear as you can be. Maybe again, like maybe what John's saying, but like maybe more realistically, having somewhere when you open the app itself, maybe about the about info page or something on there that says, like,
that's
hey, this is
idea.
for entertainment purposes. Yeah. Like I think that's a fair middle ground, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I like that. It's really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Sven. That is
my favorite.
That's like
brilliant.
That is I love doing this show, man. I could only have a conversation about that on this show. Sven, thank you so much for calling in and telling me about that, because that's made my whole day. I got it, man. I love that. You never hear it. You never hear it from the people, because you always assume, right? You always assume. You never know. Do they think this is real too, or are they just like totally callous about
Cashing
it? And
in,
Sven's just like, yeah, I'm cashing in, baby.
Good
I'm
on
writing these checks. That's awesome.
I love it.
Oh, any other thoughts on that call, John?
Well, just that I want to see what this app is, because I'm really intrigued. I feel like there are some prank apps, and if you sell it as a prank app, then great, because you can have some fun with stuff like that.
That's another thing. Oh, we should have told Sven that. Sven, if you're listening, sell it as a prank app.
There you go.
That can be another thing too. That obviously there's still a market for prank apps, I think.
Absolutely.
In the year of our Lord 2022, I think that's still happening. I remember when like iPhones were first coming out, and do you remember like having like a Flippo lighter app was like the coolest fucking thing? Or you had the app where it's like you're drinking the beer, and like you tip the phone. Like that was hot shit in 2007. Now you got to ramp it up by having random word generators that claim that you're contacting the deceased.
There you go.
I don't know. That's something else, man. That was a great call.